Y'all, we got a special treat for you today. You are not gonna believe this. We are in Fletcher, North Carolina, which is right outside of Asheville, North Carolina, about 20 minutes south. And this is a hidden gem. Nobody ever talks about Fletcher, but it's kind of like a country club environment that's open to the public, but without the country club prices. Today, we are gonna talk to some locals. We're gonna eat some good food. We're gonna see a lot that has 360-degree views that you can build your dream house on. We're gonna visit a home that's under construction right now and getting ready to be finished. And we're gonna see a home that also just got finished and is beautiful with gorgeous sunset views. So stay tuned, let's go on this ride together. I'll see you in a minute. Now, Fletcher is located right south of Asheville. It's really, really close to the airport. So if you need to get in and out of the airport really quickly, you can. Now, Fletcher was originally created in 1890, but wasn't incorporated until 1989. So it took them like 100 years to incorporate. But when they did, boom, this place is amazing because there's so much land here and there's beautiful views everywhere you look. Now, we're at the town hall right now, which is absolutely gorgeous. People don't necessarily think about Fletcher, but you get a lot more land here and you can build bigger homes, you can sprawl out a little bit more, and it's more affordable than other places around Asheville. But there's also beautiful new construction and beautiful new homes that will just kind of blow you away. And it's, like I said, you know, you get more bang for your buck in this area. Now, Fletcher only has about 8,000 people, the town of Fletcher. But really, there's a lot of people that work in Asheville that live in Fletcher because it's so easy to commute back and forth. It takes about 20 minutes, I would say, maybe 25 to get to downtown Asheville. And you're surrounded, again, with nature and beauty for a really good price. Okay, so here we are inside the town hall. I just want to see what was going on. It's kind of quiet, but it's really, really nice. I was asking to see if Preston Blakely was around, but he's not around today, unfortunately. But I did pick up some information about the town of Fletcher, and it looks like they have a Fletcher Arts and Heritage Association, too. So, Preston Blakely is the youngest mayor they've ever had, and also a person of color, and it's amazing. He's only 27 years old, but he had positioned himself right into this mayor position from the get-go, as you can see from the video that we watched.
Tonight we are honoring a local leader for Black History Month. Fletcher Mayor Preston Blakely is among the youngest elected leaders in North Carolina.
News 13's Ty Russell explains an Asheville civil rights leader inspired him to open doors to our future.
I've lived in Fletcher since I was 4 or 5 years old. That includes 27-year-old Preston Blakely, and he's the second black mayor helping oversee an $8 million budget. What do they say to you? Well, they say a couple of things. One, they say why, which is an understandable question. I just want to continue to give back to my community. I always knew I wanted to give it back somehow. But this passion to serve is in his blood. And you may recognize one of his heroes, his grandmother, Asheville's own Dr. Orlean Simmons. Simmons, along with other relatives, were by his side since day one. And neighbors were also there when Blakely was sworn in December. That's after serving since 2019 as a town council member. What do you want to accomplish as mayor? I want Fletcher to be a walkable community that's easy, that you can easily transport through. I want to continue pushing forward our town center project. You know, we're hoping to create a mixed-use developments around the town hall. We want to be an inclusive community that welcomes everybody.
Welcome to Couch Mountain, one of the most beautiful areas and communities in Asheville. It's right south of Asheville, in between Asheville and Hendersonville, so it's kind of the best of all worlds because you're super close to all the amenities. I mean, you're 30 minutes from Asheville, about 20 minutes from Hendersonville, maybe not even that, 5 minutes from Fletcher. And Advent Hospital is right around the corner if you need a quick little tune-up. This property is gorgeous, and this is like nothing we've ever featured before because this is a land home package. So you buy the whole shebang at one time. You get the lot and you get connected with the builder that builds the homes in all this area. Now, you don't have to use this builder, but if you're going to choose another builder, then you're going to have to get it approved through the HOA. Look at this piece of property. It's absolutely gorgeous. You have these huge boulders all around you and under you. So you got to make sure when you're building the home, they'll take care of this, don't worry, that you know exactly where to place it. But one of the most beautiful things about this property is all the natural abundance of nature and wildflowers even. I mean, there are so many beautiful trees up here. Look at this right here. I don't know, what's that called? I have no clue. Does anybody know? Comment down below and let me know what you think. But you know what's even more gorgeous? The view. Now, when people think about Western North Carolina, they think about the mountains, obviously. They think about these old, beautiful mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains with their purple hue. It's absolutely breathtaking. And to get a view like this for this price is unheard of, especially with new construction. Wow, it's absolutely breathtaking. So you have rolling mountains with so many different layers. Now today, because we live in a rainforest and it's monsoon season, just kidding, we don't really have monsoons, we have a little bit of fog. So the views are going to be not as crisp and clear as they would on a clear day. But you know what? Give it like an hour and a half and it's going to be pristine gorgeous. Now let's talk a little bit about what it would be like to build a home here. And let's talk about how much that would cost as well, because this is a land home package, which is really, really cool. This is 3.6 acres, so you have a little bit of room to spread out. You're not going to be next door to your neighbor, and you're going to have incredible 360-degree views. The 3.6 acres with the new built home, which is about 1,700 square feet, so quite easy to maintain, brand new construction. You may get to pick out some of the final fixtures. It's going to cost $1.3 million. Now, 3.6 acres with a new build for $1.3 million with 360-degree views on top of Couch Mountain. Dang, that's a good deal. Y'all, I'm going into the wild. I'm gonna get a little school bus up here and just kind of live off the land and eat some blackberries. Just kidding, don't do that. Can you imagine having this on your property? Look at this beautiful green moss and this fern. It just grows everywhere. I've been a lot of places. I've been all over the world, and there's just nothing that does it for me like Western North Carolina. Okay, I'm popped my shoes off. You think I can do this? What if, okay, hold on. I don't know. It's gonna be wet. I'm gonna ruin my outfit. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin my outfit. I could totally climb this, y'all. Trust me, I could totally climb it if I wanted to on a good day with some rock climbing shoes. Don't forget, Couch Mountain has all these walking trails too. So they have hiking trails that go all throughout the community. They also have a community garden that you can be a part of, I believe. Now there are some lots, there's all different kinds of lots all around here. So there are lots that are still open. There's also a lot of homes that are already built, and they all have the same type of architecture, which is kind of modern and boxy and Scandinavian and really quite simple and gorgeous. And we'll show you a few of those as we drive by. So if you lived in Couch Mountain, it's about $2,300 a year for the HOA fee for a gated community. That's pretty nice, especially if you're coming from hotter areas where they have lots of gated communities. Florida. That's a pretty dang good deal for a gated community, as you know. If you're looking for a home in Western North Carolina and you'd like for us to help you, we would be glad to. So let's set up a time to talk. Reach out any of the ways down below. Until then, I'm just gonna kind of sit here and like hang out in nature while we're around a little bit. Or we could go check out the garden. Let's do that. Woo! That was a good hike right there. I just finished 5 miles. I'm feeling fit, ready to go. Couch Mountain, you rock and roll. This is all a part of the HOA, and what you get is like all these hiking trails throughout the mountains with beautiful views along the way. How cool is that? Y'all, we were getting ready to go see the community gardens, and we were like, let's go look at that view one more time. It's so beautiful, and look, totally gone. The weather moved in. Now, I used to live in a beautiful area in the Swiss Alps, which was awesome. I lived in a place where I could see the weather come in and go out. And I love that. I love it because it feels like you're really like a part of time. like time exists, haha, just kidding. It feels like you're a part of time and that like you can see what's coming for you and that you have this like bird's eye view that you normally don't get to be a part of. I can't believe how quickly that changed. Oh look, it's changing again.
Oh, it's wide open again.
Now it's
crazy. It just opened up.
Okay, so it just opened up. Okay, now here we go.
Literally while we were talking.
These are called clouds. We made it to the community garden, and what's really cool is it's a pesticide-free area. So it says this area is safe for children, pets, and all living creatures. How beautiful. There's tons of butterflies here. There's a couple homes here too, so you could live really close to the community garden. And look at this, how nice. There are peppers here. Let's see what this is. These are all strawberries. We have tomatoes, different kinds of tomatoes too. Look at all these marigolds. What is this, squash? Oh my gosh, nobody picked the squash. Is that for real? Is it supposed to be that big? Look at this, here you have parsley, oregano. I'll make you one of these. Okay, so this is the food portion of the video today. It's just the community garden at Couch Mountain. Look how big mine is. Pumpkins, sweet meat squash. Have you ever heard of that? You gotta have one of those. Okay, so this comes with the whole community. You get to come and like buffet it. That's awesome. Guy Cafe right in Fletcher, in the heart of Fletcher. Creative family dining. What do you think that means? This looks awesome. Look at all these people sitting outside. This looks like a really popular local place to eat. Let's see what they have on the menu a little bit. Okay, so it's a lunch place. And there's everything for everyone. Justin, I want a chocolate cake. A water and a chocolate cake to go, please. May I ask you a question? Do you all live in Fletcher?
I do.
Okay, so we're just hijacking her lunch. I'm sorry. Okay, so how long have you lived in Fletcher?
20-something years.
20-something years? Okay, so you're a professional.
Yes.
Okay, what's it like to live in Fletcher and how has it changed over the years? Because I know there's a lot more people moving here, right?
Yes. It's gotten a lot bigger, more busy. The roads are more busy. On the same token, we have more things to do in the area.
What do you like to do? Like, what's fun to do in Fletcher?
Yeah, we have a park, which is across the street from here, called, they've changed the name. It used to be Fletcher Park, but now it's some man's name. They have walking trails. They have pickleball courts. They have baseball courts for children. They have play equipment for children.
And that's by the community that they provide all that?
Yes.
So it's free?
Yes, free service, yeah, for the community. It goes down by the creek, so you can go and play in the creek if you want to, which is Cane Creek, which is right there.
Oh,
so.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What about restaurants and like music and things to do?
We don't have very many restaurants, but the auction house just opened up right down the road. It has 3 or 4 different restaurants in it and some bars, and then they have music I think maybe on the weekends, but that's usually when we go. But yeah, they have music.
Cool.
And it's outside and it's really fun, and then you have a choice of like burgers. I think they have seafood.
So do you go to Asheville much or you just hang out in Fletcher?
No, I don't go to Asheville at all.
You don't, but it's not far. I mean, it's like
No, it's not far, but
It's like 20 minutes?
yeah, but I'm a suburban woman and I just stay in the suburbs.
Nice. Well, you don't have to.
Well,
where do
there's
you go to the grocery store?
Oh, there's an Ingles right here. Like
Okay. Is there another grocery store?
up on Airport Road, there's another Ingles and an Aldi.
Is there a Whole Foods nearby?
Not too far, maybe 5 miles.
5 miles away? Okay. And it's really close to the airport, so it's super
Very
convenient.
close. I live like 2 miles from the airport.
Do you hear airplanes going
Nope,
over?
nope, I don't live in the path.
Oh, so if you live in the path, so then
Yeah.
we'll tell you if you're in the path.
Yeah,
or
you
not.
would be in the path or not, yeah.
So do you like living here then?
Oh yeah, we have good school system, police department, everything's covered. They come and clean your roads. You know, like if it snows or anything, they come and scrape the roads for you because you're paying. We have to pay city taxes, Fletcher city taxes.
What are the city taxes like?
Not terrible.
Because you're in
not much at
Henderson
all.
County here.
Yeah, we have to pay Henderson County taxes and Fletcher city taxes.
Okay, but it's
it's
still
not
cheaper
much.
than Buncombe County and Asheville.
Yes.
Tell me your name, please.
Misty.
Misty. Thank you so much. I'm Beth.
you.
Okay, Justin, tell us a little bit about what you got today.
Fiery Phoenix here. We've got it's chicken and some spice and some black beans and rice and everything nice.
Everything nice. So that was an adventure getting here, but it is well worth it. This house is gorgeous and it has sunset views from a lot of the windows, and it has mature landscaping, a few different layers. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're coming in together. We're coming in hot. And it's hilarious because it has this welcome mat. I'm not going to read it to you, but I'll let you read it. You walk into the garage, which is a one-car garage, but quite spacious. And then you walk into the lower level, which is 980 square feet. So that's kind of substantial. And that is where you walk in from the driveway and the garage into this lower level. So you have to go upstairs to get to the main level. You'll see a billiard room down here, which is awesome, but this could also be another like little living area if you wanted, depending on what you're gonna do with this space. Now, you are in Henderson County, so they're gonna have separate short-term rental regulations here. So just keep that in mind. Lovely fitness room. It's nice to have a fitness room in your home, so you don't really have to leave. You can just come down and do a nice full bathroom down here. Let's see what else we got. They are ready for us. Bedroom with a bear theme. When in Western North Carolina, it's really nice to have bears everywhere. We don't want them just outside. We want them in our bedrooms. Really nice details throughout, nice doors. And look, you do have a little living room down here that opens straight up onto the driveway and the views. So if you wanted to have this as a separate suite for guests or as a short-term rental, they have their own entrance right there. They could park right there on the driveway and have their own entrance, and easy peasy, that you don't ever have to see them. Look, they have a little mini fridge, some wine. Justin, should we have a little bit of, should we just have a little bit of wine? Okay, so if we're gonna walk up to the main level, let's see what's up here. I bet this is gonna be the living room and the kitchen. Yes, perfect. Look, this is gorgeous. So this is 2020, this is a 2020 build. Everything feels brand new. Obviously someone has lived here, it looks like, but man, everything is updated and absolutely gorgeous. I love this style with the open concept. Beautiful gas fireplace here as well. And then you can just walk out on your deck and look at these views. So in the winter, you're gonna see a little bit more than you can see right now because there are some trees blocking it, but right behind those trees are mountains. You do have some mountains here, they're not as big, but it is gorgeous. It is so peaceful too. I can hear the birds chirping. I don't hear a soul. Everybody must be at work. Now, I would totally have dinner out here every single night. And that's the beautiful thing about Western North Carolina is you can really be outside like 3/4 of the year, maybe even more. I don't even feel a temperature, we're at the end of July. I don't even feel a temperature change that much between the inside and the outside. Perfect. So I really love gas fireplaces because they're so super simple to turn on. You're not hauling wood. You get great efficient heating. So let's see what else they have going on here. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, so they've used this room, it looks like as an office / viewing room of the mountains, of the view of the sunset. So keep in mind, this is all sunset views. And there's another door here that goes onto the porch. So you can enter the porch from the living room, and you can also enter the porch from this room, which looks like it's been built to be an office. It would be interesting if you could see clients here, like if you had a home office where you actually saw clients, they could enter through the downstairs, but that doesn't work like that. Beautiful bathroom, they've chosen to have one sink, which is interesting and nice. And here we have what looks like the primary bedroom. So this is an interesting flow that goes through this home. Wow, beautiful. They've really made great use of this space. Now, there's 2,600 square feet total, so there's a lot of space, and it's quite, it's quite split up. So we have almost 1,600 on the top, and then 1,000 down below. This is the primary bedroom. The other one was not, but they both have a bathroom off of it. Perfect. Beautiful bathroom, double sinks here, and look at this closet. Okay, we could totally live in the closet with these cowboy boots. And look at the shower. Okay, I'm gonna take my shoes off but look at this. I love this tile. Now this is a little damp, so I'm gonna be careful. Look at this tile. I think tile that has like a little bit of texture to it is so fabulous. Here's another porch. Oh, I love it. I love these little corner nooks right here that you can hide your appliances in so they're not in plain view of everybody, because you don't always that's not what you're trying to show off, right? And here's another little deck and a puddin'. It's our puddin'. Do you think Puddin' wants to say hi? Hello. Are you, what do you think about living in this house? So me and Putin are having a nice time right here, but we are just checking out the back deck, which is great. So what they've done is they've screened it in because they have a kitty cat. So kitty cat can be outside with like a little kitty house and a kitty area and can just live kitty's best life. So a home like this in Fletcher with beautiful sunset views, perched on top of a hill, so no flooding issues there, with established landscaping built in 2020. How much do you think this goes for? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'll wait on you. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's $735,000. That's like a new house. And you could do something with downstairs too. It's pretty cool. So all this and more on 1 acre of land. That's quite a lot of land when you think about it. And it's on a little bit of a slope, so a lot of it you're not going to have to maintain too much because it's terraced and landscaped already. So we got one more house to go, and this house isn't even finished, right? I mean, this is almost finished, the next house that we're going to. We got to go check it out and see what it's like. Cool. Thank you so much for meeting with us. We're super pumped. This neighborhood is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, it was developed back in the 90s, so it's a very established neighborhood inside Fletcher. Very few of them are left like this.
That's amazing. So there was just a lot available.
And we were available. A friend of ours owned it, and we're going together and build it on. And they waited several years before doing it, and decided it was time. Because everybody knows how popular Fletcher's getting. So.
Oh yeah. So tell me about Fletcher and why is it getting so popular?
Well, it's funny. Fletcher, Fairview, some of the outskirts of Asheville.
Yeah.
Is building up with a lot of folks moving in.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in Fairview, so just over the hill, but we do a lot of building in Fletcher. And there's a lot of, so much commerce around here. Fletcher's done a great job, their town hall has, with their tax burdens and all. They have so many businesses inside there along with apartments, but yet they've kept an infrastructure to where it allows for a lot of homes and gets you within 10 minutes of Hendersonville, about 15 minutes south of Asheville, 5 minutes to I-26. So Fletcher and Fairview themselves are both kind of a needle in a haystack of where people are trying to get.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like a lot of your podcasts it does with finished homes. I think it's pretty cool for people to see a home that's about halfway through. And as you can tell on this one, it's about 2,800 square feet. We've got the siding going on it now. All the interior mechanicals are done, meaning like your heating and air, your plumbing, your electrical. We've got Appalachian gas and fuel here now. They're putting the gas drops in. This area is fed by Dominion Energy. As you come in, you can see some of the pipe that they've got that they're putting in, but
You gotta be
this
careful.
is kind of where one stands at this point when all the mechanicals are done.
Yeah.
And it's waiting on, the next step will be
Can we
insulation.
go in?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Watch your step.
This is fun.
With this being a little bit of a higher end neighborhood, we have went with 10-foot high, some 24-foot ceilings. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The things people love this day and time, it seems like, especially those that are moving in, are huge porches, big windows, high ceilings, huge pantries.
Huge
with a
pantries.
kitchen. Oh, it's amazing. And this has really only come about in the last probably 10 years or so,
Yeah.
15 years, to where pantries have become that important.
Well, people come and stock up
Yes,
and they like
it
warehouse
is.
their own stuff, right?
And it does. And the people that are coming to look at this house, that's some of the questions they ask. As soon as they see that, and they see the master bathroom, which is also huge, big walk-in shower. Nowadays, people are making showers big enough to fit a family in.
Yeah,
and,
I see it all the
that's part of
time.
It is. And it's
2 or 3 shower heads, and I'm like, are
That's
you
what
having a
this one
party
has.
in
Yeah,
here? What
that's
are you
what this
doing
one
in there?
has.
So what are you seeing in kitchens now? How are they different?
Well, it's funny. Gray was huge
Yeah.
forever, and it's still popular. But from what our interior decorator and from what I watch on podcasts and all, gray's kind of going to be leaving out. People are going to go back to whites. They're going back to natural wood. Everybody wants an island.
Yep.
Big islands, a lot of work. Everybody's starting to want the vent hoods instead of the microwave hood above the stove.
Oh yeah, so it's not blocking views.
Yeah, and it's really not as much space as it is efficiency. Being able to get from your sink to a cooking area
Yeah.
to plenty of counter space is some of the main
Now we're
things
in
they're
the
looking
living
for.
room right now, right?
Yes, this is
Okay,
the
so
living
where's
room.
the kitchen?
The kitchen's right here.
Oh,
There'll
this
be
is
a-
the kitchen and that's the
there's a
pantry.
8-foot island. That's what these 2 plugs coming up are for. The island will be about where you're sitting. One of the pluses about this is with it being done so long ago, there was no VRBOs. There was no Airbnb. So the covenants and restrictions that were applied to these lots were a little bit less than what they are now, because now you got to make sure and say nobody's going to have cattle on it, you're not going to have chickens or whatever. I'm not against that.
Goats.
But that's that's kind of some of the restrictions that have come about this day and time. So this one is actually, the road was taken in by the state, and the state actually takes care of this road and the cul-de-sac. So now the homeowners, there's not even a homeowner association, which you cannot hardly find anywhere
So you
anymore.
could short-term rent this?
Yes, sure could, because it was never put in the covenants or restrictions not to.
They didn't even think
because it
about
wasn't
it.
a big deal.
They
then.
didn't
Right.
even think about
So
it. It wasn't a big
you can
deal.
short-term rent it.
So it's a really nice time to purchase right now, because you can make the
Yes,
most
it
amount
is.
of changes at this moment.
And you know, people don't really, a lot of builders don't like to put a home on the market, and I'm going to tell you why at this point. The market's been so good over the last 4 years, and it's still good, but as good as it's been over the last 4 years, it didn't matter how you did it. Somebody was going to buy it.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure with the amount of money that we're charging for this home, which is $900,000, that they turn around and get a good enough value from it. So the little things we can do to make them happy don't cost a whole lot.
Love it.
They can pick out their tile. This is the master bath. Huge master closet. I mean, you can see, nobody used to have closets this big. It's gotten absolutely ridiculous.
And with windows.
Huge.
So you have natural light
that's
in
what
your
I'm saying.
closet.
You got one of the nicest windows in the house, bringing the natural light into the closet. It's just things like that that we think, once you get into that higher end homes, it does. Of course, we was talking about the shower.
Yeah.
Dual heads, rain head. It's a 5x5 shower, so it's huge. But that homeowner will be able to pick this tile. A lot of people don't like tile anymore. So they may want to go with rock or something
So you give them a
different.
price, here's how much you have for tile, they can go pick out whatever they want.
Exactly. We give them a very usable allowance, and if we don't have a buyer and they don't choose something, we go with what we had planned on doing, and it's usually inside that budget as well.
Yeah.
But it's funny because most people see a finished home, and they don't get to see what's behind the walls. They don't get to see how the work's done, with your vents and everything from your ceiling.
You can
down.
learn a lot about your home by being a part of the building process, right?
I tell realtors all the time, if you'll invite me to the home when somebody comes, I promise you I'll sell that home. I said, because I promise you I can tell them things. Nothing against realtors.
Yeah.
But there's certain things they don't know. They don't know, the wattage on a outlet or certain type building codes. And with a builder there speaking to them, I think it carries unbelievable amount of pluses to the homeowner.
That's amazing. Great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
y'all. And I tell
And
you,
so
it's-
if you are looking to purchase a home that's almost finished, now is your chance right now. We'll be glad to unite you with Jason and give you his contact information, and reach out any of the ways down below, and we'd be happy to do that. Oh my gosh, every time. Okay, Fletcher has so much to offer. I absolutely love it. Now, if you like Couch Mountain, you are also gonna love Sprout Mountain, which is on our Hendersonville video. Check it out right here. Until then, ciao for now.